What's up, everybody? Long time. It's Mixmaster Monks here. I haven't did this in a long time. I'm gonna keep the videos coming from now on. My bad. I was contemplating whether I should do this or not, but anyways, I'm gonna start doing it again, boys. So I'm back. Anyways, I just want to show you guys some different type of plugins. So as you know, there's the auto-tune plugin right here. Auto-tune is a pitch correction software. You can use it for T-paining your vocal. If everybody knows who T-pain is. If they don't, then they live under a rock. But anyways, we also have the key here. You can change between the different keys. Usually the key that you choose should be the key of the song. Usually if the instrumental is in a certain key, you usually want to be in that same key, unless you're doing it for something of different effects. We can choose whether the key is major, minor, chromatic, soprano, alto, baritone instrument. Soprano is more for a deeper voice, alto more high pitchy, bass speaks for itself, and instruments usually for instrument tracks. Fast would be just like a pitch correction. The hard auto tune, when it goes to effects, is the hard auto tune. If you notice the difference, no auto tune basically. Humanize, no humanize. Humanize like extends your vocal. Extend your vocal, like that little bit on the end. You guys can hear that. We have different things like EQs, as you guys all know. I'm just adding a little top end to my vocal to make it shine, and taking out some of the mid region. Right around here, this 500 hertz, it gets a little boxy, so I'm taking it out, especially on my microphone in my room. Even you can hear my room sound. If I want to get rid of a little bit of that low bottom, I can introduce that. I'll get rid of some of the tone in my room. EQs are there to pull out frequencies you do and do not like. Understood? So when using an EQ, you pull out frequencies you don't like and you do like. You can pull out frequencies by adjusting the gain. As you can see, the gain here is going down. You can adjust what frequency you want to do it at. For example, I was around 469 hertz. You can adjust the Q. Tighter Qs sound more sharp, and broader Qs sound more musical. When boosting, sharp Qs don't sound so musical, and when you use wide Qs, they do sound a little bit more musical than sharper Qs. Like that sounds a little bit more musical than, for example, this. But do what you gotta do. I'm taking out this. I do not want that in there, for example. So I won't do a wide Q, sharp Qs for when you're cutting certain frequencies, boys. Again, we also have compressors. So this is a perfect list to look at. We have EQs, compressors, limiters, gates you will find in dynamics. Anything pitch will be in pitch. Anything that's a reverb. So reverb is like the room sound. Everywhere you go has a reverb. Whether you're in a cave, whether you're in a big gigantic hall, or maybe when you're at your church, notice the choir sings with the big holly feel. That's probably because of the church that you're in. I'll go over all these things eventually. I just want to show you guys these things because I want to break it down to the roots of audio engineering and the roots of looking at these softwares, and I'm breaking it down to just what are these things: EQs, compressors, limiters, delays, reverbs, modulators, things like flangers, chorusing effects, doublers, I'll tell you what all these things do. I'm gonna put out 100 videos, so you gotta watch them all. I'm just gonna be very down to earth. Harmonics, like guitar amplifiers, noise reductions, dithers, like when you're trying to bounce your track and you go down from 24-bit to 16-bit. You guys might not even know what bit depth is. I will go over all these things. Sound field. Sound fields are like air stereo width. For example, air stereo width. Sound fields are like spreaders. They can spread things, move things around, put things on left and right. They could be like lo-fi and airy, for example. Your instrument tracks, will you find your your Artez plugins for your synths? I'm still talking in Auto-Tune. Ha, this is a joke. Anyways, effects. I don't really use some of these like vocals that are Chris Lord Algae plugins that are like the all-in-one vocals. I'm not really into that because like you don't know what half of them are doing. Like for example, Shimmer, like what is that really doing? Like really like mid-side processing, I think, or something like that. That's what I'm hearing at least. I never went into it too much. You got things like air flanger. So for example, I'm just gonna turn on some effects. Here's an air flanger. Yeah. But with this reverb plate, it sounds lovely. Yeah. Everybody wanna know like yeah. Wanna go like yeah. For example, like reverb is like that little like texture, like that adds like flavor, like a sense of space to your vocals. Like you can use any reverb plugins you want, like any kind of vocal chain you guys want to do, just do. I'm just here to tell you guys that. I just want to show you guys as much as I can, but I want to go over some basic things. For example, when you're recording, you don't want to be on 1024. You want to be on the lowest possible latency you can be, because you're going to be faster. You're going to be able to say words fast. I'm going to try to say a sentence right now very fast on 128, and then I'm going to show you that same sentence on 1024. Hello, how are we doing today? Pretty fast, eh? Okay. Watch me trying to say that on 1024. It's going to feel like I'm delayed. Hello, how are you doing today? Like, that's me trying to say it fast, but I'm still being held back because of the buffer size. You can find your hardware buffer size in your playback engine. This is also where you change your drivers, so that every audio interface has drivers. I'm just using Universal Apollo Thunderbolt. This is where you go find your drivers, go find your buffer size. So when you're recording 128, if you're gonna go mix and you're throwing on a bunch of these effects, turn to 1024. Thank you. And this would be your I/O. If you hook up your audio interface, if you just want to default inputs, outputs, usually corrects it unless you have your own I/O set up. I/Os are these things. For example, I'm using microphone 1, it's going out mic 1. Input, mic 1. From my audio interface into this input, mic 1. If I was on mic 2, so forth. If I want to use a bus, I would use it as a send. These things are called sends. These are called inserts. Sending from bus 1 and 2 to bus 1 and 2. That's where I could have things like reverbs and time-based effects. Time-based effects are always on parallel tracks. What we call parallel tracks is, for example, this is one track, this is another track. This is a parallel track to the one track. And it is parallel because we are using it with the one track, the audio track. These are called auxes. These are called audio tracks. You can choose to make audio tracks mono or stereo, or you can choose to make aux tracks mono or stereo. This is called a master track. A master track is the sum output of all these tracks together. So if we had a bunch more tracks, this would be the sum output of all these tracks together. You never want any audio track to ever clip. The recording mark's usually about halfway, right where I'm at right now. You never really want to go past where that clip went. Sorry, I burped and it got pretty loud, you know? So that was close to like peaking and distorting. There's so much things you can do with audio, guys. So much things you can do with these softwares. I really broke it down to a very dumb session today. I tried to I didn't even have a game plan, nothing. I'm just going off the top of my head and trying to show you guys some stuff. I gotta go to work, and I appreciate all the subscribers, and that's really what I'm doing this for, is that seeing like almost 100 of you guys subscribe. So I guess I'm kind of doing something right. Please don't hate on this video. This video could be hated on because it's so short, so shit. Not a lot of information. I'm kind of everywhere. And if you guys need mixing, holla at me. I'll leave my email in the box below. DylanShand101 at hotmail.com, gmail.com. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Just woke up too. I'm just like, fuck this. I'm gonna do this for these guys. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And hit me up, send me some tunes that I can maybe use for this purpose. I don't mind. You'll get a discount on mixing if I can use it for my videos. And we come to some kind of agreement, whether it's a beat, whatever. Holler at me, guys. You know what it is. I'm signing out.